perfect.
That is my contribution. Everybody has a skill and a talent. Mine is eating the food.
Hey.
Aaron, thank you. All right, 11:35 is your time. Hello, Kev.
Hi, Jeanette.
Thanks for joining us.
How are you? I like the Chiefs colors, by the way. She's doing yellow and then the red lipstick. This is all for Mahomes. You know he's the best quarterback in the NFL.
You know I'm all Jalen
I know she's from Philly. I know. I'm just playing around. You are wearing Chiefs colors.
I know. It was totally unintentional. Well, while they keep working on that, Kevin, producer Chris, and I are serving up celebrity snack. Chris, do you hear this mess?
Yeah, Steve, do you?
I sure do, and I'm feeling a little salty about it, to be honest with you. Remember, Kevin, I have the power to turn your microphone off at any given moment.
Wait, you guys are mad at me when Jeanette wore the colors. I didn't make this mistake.
To be honest with you. I never even made that connection.
This should be green.
Yeah,
well, now that we're talking about the Super Bowl, that's exactly the subject that we're on. And we've covered almost everything so far. Earlier in the morning, we covered the game highlights. We talked about Rihanna's Super Bowl halftime show. This morning, we talked about the commercials a little bit, but we never talked about the movie trailers. There were a lot of new ones that we saw. So this morning, we wanted to bring Kevin in. I'm going to share a few of them, and then we're going to give him a chance to geek out a little bit. First up is the new trailer for The Flash. Take a look.
If you were to go into the past, you have no idea what the consequences can be. Bruce, I could fix things. You could also destroy everything.
This can't be happening. I completely broke the universe. Sorry.
We've been waiting for you.
I created a world with no metahumans. And now there's no one to defend us.
Want some help?
You are?
Yeah. I'm Batman.
All right, so you see Michael Keaton there. We saw Ben Affleck. There's also Michael Shannon Zod from Man of Steel. We also saw a glimpse of Supergirl. Kevin, this just made me miss Henry Cavill that much more. But did you like this one?
Oh, I think it's the best trailer of the night in terms of movies. First of all, the idea of the different Batmans and Affleck and Keaton, but hearing Danny Elfman's little music theme just now, that's from the original Tim Burton Batman with Michael Keaton. The trailer looks incredible. James Gunn, who just recently took over the DC universe, said that this is one of the best superhero movies he's ever seen.
Really?
That trailer
That's setting the bar pretty high.
Yeah, and I'm a huge fan of Zack Snyder and kind of what he did with Man of Steel and all those films. But the idea of seeing Zod back, I mean, this to me was the quintessential best trailer I saw last evening. It blew my mind. I know Ezra Miller has been kind of in the news recently for a lot of controversy. So setting that aside, just from the movie's perspective, it looks fantastic. I cannot wait. And Andy Muschietti directed it, who did the It films. So he's a really talented filmmaker.
I will say the trailer is certainly attention grabbing.
Right?
Yeah,
I mean, hearing Michael Keaton say "I'm Batman" was unbelievable. I am
Chris,
geeking out.
I think he likes it. So
I think that is a safe
Chris,
bet.
come on,
You'll be able to catch The Flash in theaters in June. Kevin mentioned James Gunn, so we're going to go jump right into the next one because we're talking about the MCU's Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Take a look.
My sacred mission is to create the perfect society.
He didn't want to make things perfect. He just hated things the way they are.
So this one's going to be out May 5th. Kevin, what'd you think of this trailer?
All right, well, so to give just some perspective real fast, in case you don't know who James Gunn is, James Gunn has been directing these Guardians films since the first one. He's a big
How many
director.
have there
been? This is the third one, and he's been directing them in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He recently just took over, and he's overlooking DC now, which is why we mentioned his name with the Flash movies, because he's kind of like the person over everything. But this is going to be, right now, I believe, his final Marvel film at the moment. You never know if we'll go back and forth. But yeah, this trailer looks incredible. Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana. I mean, I like the music in the trailer. Is the music Rainbow Since You've Been Gone? I think it's the song.
I believe that it was, Kevin.
That song is awesome. I mean, James Gunn, if you go back and watch the earlier Guardians, he's a master at choosing music.
The way he
makes
a big difference.
He does. What was the big song in the first one, Chris?
There were a bunch.
No,
there was Hooked on the
big one.
Feeling. There was Come and Get Your Love. There was... it's going to come back to me. But in the meantime, we're going to move on because we just have a minute left here. We're going to talk about 80-year-old Harrison Ford putting the iconic hat back on for Indiana Jones 5. Take a look.
You ever read? My memory's a little fuzzy. Are you still a Nazi? Give him hell, Indiana Jones! What are you doing here? Let's go, hang on!
All right, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny out June 30th. I Googled it while we were watching that, Kevin. It was Hooked on a Feeling by Blue Suede.
That was fast,
Swede.
Chris.
Yeah, that's what it was. All right, well, first of all, that Indy trailer looks amazing. We had Harrison Ford on the show last month talking about how they did the de-aging in this trailer. If you're wondering why it looks so good when you see him back in the year of 1969, it's because they went back, they're using artificial intelligence. They found old images of Harrison Ford from the Lucasfilm vault from like all earlier Indiana Jones films. So on set, Ford, in his normal modern-day self, films it with dots on his face.
Wow.
They then take the older image of Ford from like the Lucasfilm early days
superimpose it,
and they manipulate it. So they can actually take an older image and make it modern and make it move.
I suspect this will not be the last time that this is done. I'm sure it'll be done a lot.
It's been done a lot, but it hasn't been done right until now.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this is unbelievable. That comes out, what's the date of that, Chris?
I think he said?
June 30th.
I believe so.
All right, thanks, Jeanette.
Kev, thank
nice
you.
Chiefs colors. I just want to say congrats to Patrick Mahomes. And yeah, it was a brilliant game.
Just Shade City today, huh? All right.
I'm just throwing shade.
Swinging on a Monday.